Hi, I'm Dr. Rahman, and welcome to Black Women's Health Podcast. This week, we're talking about Black female physicians. When I was involved in clinical practice, it was very common for a Black woman to ask me for the name of other Black physicians. And the reason for that was explained by one woman who said, when I come to see you, you actually look at me. You see me, both literally and figuratively. And as a Black female physician, it's true that you can understand the challenges and the biases that she is going to face as a Black female. And that's because you still face them, even as a physician. To understand this oxymoron a little bit better, there was an article written, published in the Lancet Medical Journal, October 2021, lead author being Simar Bijad. And the title of the article, let me pull it up. Superhuman, but never enough. Superhuman, but never enough. Black women in medicine. What a provocative title. Superhuman, but never enough. Black women in medicine. This article starts off by talking about the long history in the United States of Black women being disregarded. It then highlights that in the medical profession, it has long been dominated by white males, and that critics of Black women coming into medicine will often see them as DEI hires and never think that they have the ability to make a contribution, a meaningful contribution to medicine or academics. This leaves Black women often feeling as though they have to prove themselves. They have to work twice as hard to get half as far. Not fair. Black women will often be expected to, Black female physicians will often be expected to take care of patients, teach students, do research, and then participate in any inclusion or diversity activity that might be going on. Black women find themselves in a position where they are often overworked and not appreciated. And for that Black woman that gets placed in a highly visible position, often her accomplishments will get undervalued and her mistakes will get spotlighted. So we need to understand that just elevating one Black woman or Black women into highly visible positions does not negate the medical implicit bias that's in the medical field. It doesn't get rid of it. In order to do that, there has to be institutional changes throughout. Which leads us, the last thing I like to talk about, slight digression. This year, an advocacy group, sued Penn because Penn had produced a online health directory to help patients to identify Black physicians. This group said that this was a civil rights violation and they were suing Penn. I think the simple solution is for Penn to have one directory, and in that directory, allow people to be able to filter, allow patients to be able to filter by specialty, by sex, by race, and that physicians in the directory can choose whether or not they want to identify their sex or their race. Why not?